Cheers. I've been bald for a long time. Probably almost as long as Lee's been unemployed, but I don't know why I went bald so early. I always thought I had a pretty stress-free life. You know, I mean, I grew up a little bit poor. Like, I remember growing up, we had the same old torn-up sofa that my dad just kept repairing for so long that I grew up genuinely thinking duct tape was a type of leather. I also grew up with 8 of my family in a 4-bed house. So it was me, my little sister, and my mum and dad in one room. And my nan, she was in one room. Could have shared. Next to her, my 2 older brothers, they shared a room. I don't know if any of you have ever been inside a bedroom that's being shared by 2 teenage boys before, but I'm convinced the amount of testosterone radiating from their room is the reason I went bald so early. Also lived with my great aunt, who was actually disabled, so that was pretty fun growing up. I say disabled, she had a club foot and a bit of a short temper. One year she kicked our family dog so hard, we had to put it down. And, you know, it was tough for the family, but you can't just kick a dog and get away with it, do you know what I mean? And you know, I don't want to sound ungrateful when I talk about growing up with 8 of my family in a 4-bed house, because I wasn't. And like, when I was growing up, I knew there were plenty of people out there that were worse off than me. And I remember seeing a news report about an immigrant child that was getting smuggled into the country on his own in a small container in the back of a lorry. And I remember seeing that and thinking, even he's got his own room. I did like where I grew up though. You know, I grew up in an area of London that I don't want to say is a complete shithole, but the sports direct's pretty busy. It's a sort of area that if you had a double-barrelled surname, you got bullied for having 2 dads. Good thing about where I grew up though, it was quite diverse. I mean, I grew up around like different cultures and religions, and like, I've always been quite jealous of religious people, because I think it'd be quite nice to have faith in something when times are hard. But I don't come from like a religious family, and I remember my dad telling me, if you're going to believe in a god, you might as well carry on believing in Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy. And like, in hindsight, probably quite harsh for a 6-year-old to hear on Christmas Eve, but... But now I'm older, right, I think, do you know what? I wish I still did believe in the Tooth Fairy. Because, you know, at least I'd know then, like, if times were hard and like I was down and out, didn't have a pot to piss in, at least I could just smash my own teeth out for money. I don't know if I can get on board with like everything about religion though. I've got a mate that I grew up with, and he got married to the first girl he ever got with because of his religion. And to me, that's like getting a lifetime contract with your first mobile phone. I don't know about you lot, right, but my first phone was a Nokia 3310. And the older people in the audience might have to help the younger ones out here, right? That phone's good for 3 things, right? Calls, texts, weapon. They reckon now that like muggings and like phone theft has like gone through the roof, and they say it's because the price of a mobile is like so expensive now. But personally, I think it's just because back in the day, no one in their right mind is going to try and rob someone with a legal brick in their pocket. But I get why you would settle down with the first phone, you know, because when you first get it, right, you can't get enough of it. You know, spending all your time with it, you're showing it off to all your friends. But I can't help but think, like, well, what happens when your mates get new phones? And you're looking at your mate's new phone and... and his phone's finishing his sentences for him, and